I'm Steven, and I've failed more than anybody you know. I have a son with Down syndrome. I have a son with autism. At 33, I became the vice president for a billion-dollar company. I made a lot of money. But at the height of my career, I became a full-blown meth addict. I lost everything. I'm homeless on the streets right now, but determined to rebuild. All I want to do is use my life to help others. This is the greatest success story of all time unfolding right here. I'm sitting here trying to put together a video of my house and my life, and this is really hard. This is a good exercise for me because it sucks. It's really painful. I'm sitting here trying to edit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not that I lost so much. It's more that it's more of what I did to my family. They lost so much. But this video is tough to put together for me. It gives me motivation a little bit. I don't know if it gives me motivation. It makes me sad. So here we go. Flying through my neighborhood. I guess we'll start here. $5 the first person who sees me in this video. Oh, did you see it? Anyways, there's a couple things I wanted to point out. This first part, I'm just showing you everything I lost. This was my house, and this is what it was like, and this is what meth cost me. It's a very cheap drug, but it cost me a lot. And I did a couple cool projects in this house. One of them was the smart home system. I had a server that did, and there was 2 laundry facilities in this house. That was awesome. You can see right there. One of them is in the master bedroom between the 2 closets. Greatest ever. But I had a smart home system. There's about 150 devices in here. There's nothing it couldn't do. This was years ago. Animals. It was years ago that I built this thing, and I probably should do a video on it at some point, but it had a play structure inside. And you can see a little trap door at the bottom of the picture there. You can see it better right here. There was a little secret cove. You could crawl in there and then climb up a rock wall and be at the top of the slide. The kids loved it. That's part of the smart home thing I designed. It's better than anything on the market even today. That was our movie room. Lost a lot. It's really sad. Yeah. So anyways, that was just a little bit about the house, the backyard, the swinging bed out there. But this next part, I started a company called Dick Risen Performance Parts, and I'll show you a clip here. There you go. Did you chuckle? If you didn't chuckle, you need to rewind it and listen to that again. Dick Risen, you know that's funny. You know that's funny. But it made motorcycle parts, and I started this company to build motorcycle parts for my motorcycle here. And I was one of the first people to own this motorcycle, so in the United States, and nobody made parts for it. So I had to fix a lot of its flaws, like the rear wheel. would never stay straight. So this ended up costing me a fortune. I ended up building a CNC machine out of a mill. You can see it right here. Look at that. I had to literally build a CNC machine out of a mill. This was the most difficult thing I think I've ever done. And I showed a couple pictures right here um, of me trying to figure out how to build a CNC machine. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you in a second. But these are just some snapshots of me ripping apart this mill and putting new parts on it, getting motors. I had to build drivers to drive these motors. These are the drivers really that controls the computer controlled system. And boy, that was a real pain in the butt. So basically, this is what engineers use, mechanical engineers. They go in the computers and they design parts on their computer, and then they manufacture the parts and they grind it out of a solid chunk of metal. And that's the machine that you're looking at right here. Um, I thought I was almost done right here. I had it all built and I was throwing my hands up ready to cheer, but I didn't realize that the software, this is the hardest part of building anything with the CNC machine. Um, so here's a picture of a part that I used to try to fix the rear wheel on my motorcycle. And right here, this is what it looks like in action once it's all complete. So I took a couple videos and I put those on here because I thought it'd be fun to look at. But I actually completed that machine, and right now you can see it's hogging out those parts that I was designing on the computer. It's pretty awesome, actually. You can see it all running on the screen right there. It's all computer controlled, extremely precise. So that's what Dick Risen Performance Parts did. It made custom motorcycle parts. And I built this machine. I'll do another video just on the machine. It's pretty cool, and the whole story behind it. But I'll be quiet. Cut out this wide width right here. And those are what the parts look like when they were done. Made those. Cost me $10,000 to make those two parts, probably. But I made all sorts of stuff. And coming up, I'll show you a picture of my complete motorcycle when I got that motorcycle done. And there it is. Pretty cool. It was a cheap motorcycle, not anymore. I did all sorts of stuff, all sorts of work to that. So drugs cost me a lot. And I don't care about the material stuff, but man, it's hard to reflect on that. Luckily, my kids don't really care a whole lot because they have special needs, and they just love being around mom and dad. And so Thank goodness for that. But it really weighs heavy on the toll that I took on my family, and I've got to fix that. I got to try. I got to try. And no, it's not about material things, but I've got to be better. And going back through that, I remembered a couple big things, like that server and the smart home stuff that I did was incredible. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. And there's still nothing on the market that you can buy that was nearly as cool as anything I did for that house. And that makes me feel good about my talents and my capabilities. And also that CNC machine, that was a big deal, a really freaking big deal. If you look back, that picture of with the one with the truck in the background, I had my hands up in the air and I was like, yes, I'm done, dude. I did it. And I was like, dude, it took me forever just to build that. I didn't have any idea. I wasn't even halfway done. I hadn't done any of the software stuff for it yet. Holy crap. That was the hardest part. That was by far the hardest part of that entire build. Was like, it happened after I thought I was done. If I would have known, I would have never built that. I would have never, ever in a million years attempted to build that machine. Never. But now that I did it, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the kind of pleasure that's good. The kind that comes from hard work and accomplishing something you never thought you could. And so that's what I want to do. That CNC machine is bad, and I still have it. So I guess the point is, I have talent still. I have skills still, and the world is full of opportunities. I just have to find the right door to walk through. So that video sucked, but it was good, and I'm glad I did it. I hope you are too. Bye.